one of the best scientific minds we have today.
It's still pretty cold. Welcome back to kind of a bit of an impromptu video, to be honest. The next video from this series of the Polo, I was hoping was going to be putting the whole car back together, and I was just kind of getting prepared for that, getting some notes together, making sure I had all the parts together. And I remembered a couple of weeks ago the window on the driver's side kind of fell out of its track, like when I was trying to close it again. And I thought, oh, you know what, I have a bit of time today, we'll investigate that, not worth making a video out of, and we'll just get it fixed. So decided to go ahead and do that. And as we were taking the panel apart, I found this. So that's always a lovely surprise to find. Now, I'm not at all surprised to find something like that realistically on a car this old that was stored outside for a long time. Quite frankly, I'm surprised there isn't more. I will check the other side in a while, but for now, as you've seen, we've got that kind of soft foam panel off as best I could, at least anyway. I think I've seen them on eBay, they're kind of cheap, so I might just yank the whole thing off and replace it. I haven't decided yet. We will end up having to replace the window regulator at some point. There's a cable kind of out of place back there. I haven't fully investigated that, having found this. So I think the next step is we're going to grind this up, see what's left, and start making a repair panel. Hopefully it doesn't go too far down here, but I have a feeling it will. Alright, so we've cleaned it up. It's not that bad. I've repaired a lot worse. It does come down around the corner a little bit, which I was hoping it wouldn't, but look, it is what it is. It'd just be a bit odder of a shape to make, but we'll work it out. Now, don't get me wrong, I could just rust treat that, slap a lump of fiberglass over it, forget about it, and the temptation to do that is unbelievable, like, but if I'm going to have this car forever, I may as well do it right. So I've cleared out as much of the, you can't really see in there, cleaned out as much of the crap that was in there all the way up along the corner. Can you see my finger sticking through? Woohoo! A little bit. I've cleared out all of that, so next step I guess is to start making a template of that shape and start cutting. I may not use that template there now that you've just seen me make, but that's at least be, if I make a mess of this, at least I'll have something to go by on what the shape should be. So for now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the air saw. I'm going to cut up here because there is a panel in behind that just there. I want to be able to clean that up, which I assume was spot welded here. But I'm going to come along here down so I can keep that body line there, straight the way down here. I'm going to stay inside the curve there if I can. I might be able to salvage and not, you know, be having to roll and shape a piece for there. And I'll come back up here and just probably end it just here again, because I'm not sure what's going on here, but let's get that chopped up and see what's behind it. By little we're making progress. All that stuff's cut out there now, so what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to make a piece that the same shape as that. We'll make another little template. I'll just leave it a little bit long so it sticks up to about there maybe. I'll tack it on, then I'll cut it along there, then I'll make the same piece and maybe tuck it in behind the front piece so I can just weld it along there, and kind of like with the grinder create that curve instead of having to try and bend a piece and shape a piece and all that kind of stuff, but I'm not sure. So first thing is to make that little piece. Okay, so I'm not entirely sure where I left off in the last clip because it's a couple of hours later, but that panel is fitted as good as it's going to be. Is it the worst fix in the world? Well, it's not the worst, but it's definitely not brilliant. So no point grinding all of that nice and flat because it's going to be behind the door panel anyway. The only bit that you're really going to see is just this corner here. So we're going to give that primer a little bit of time to dry, and then we're going to stick a little bit of colour on it. Fuck it, that'll work. Alright, thanks for watching bonus round.